Require your students to have MCAT scores and a college degree before you admit them at Windsor?
It's a very interesting question. You know what happened, Venu, was initially when Windsor University obtained its license and charter and all from British government, Turks and Caicos Islands, when originally it was there. We said that all students who come into Windsor University must have an MCAT.
Mm-hmm.
All students who come into Windsor University must have a 4-year degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then immediately it's an international school. It's a different country. Then immediately there was an objection
Okay.
from the local government. They said that means Windsor University is in St. Kitts or in Turks and Caicos is going to train only Americans because their criteria is different. The
Mhm.
British criteria to get into med school is different. The local country, St. Kitts and Turks and Caicos criteria to get into med school is different.
Mm-hmm.
If we put MCAT only, if we put only 4-year degree, then nobody will qualify. Plus, United States accepts students who don't go into 4-year schools from 1960s.
Right.
Many states require 90 credit hours, some states do not require 90 credit hours, many states require only 1 year pre-med after high school.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, MCAT is optional because the local governments won't agree. If you want to serve only United States, then they would not allow us to run a medical school there.
Okay.
You have to have diverse. You should be diverse. You should have be able to in a situation to admit everybody. So that is the reason we have put 1 year of pre-med after high school with biology and chemistry. And your question was MCAT, and the other question was undergrad.
College degrees,
Yeah.
yes.
We require at least 1 year of pre-med after high school.
1 year of pre-med, okay.
But we prefer students who finish their undergrad.
I see. Now, I have read an article online which states that Windsor is going through a period of student unrest. Now, is it true that Windsor is contemplating on opening a new medical school in Turks and Caicos Island instead of dealing with the student unrest?
All right. First of all, I don't know where you got this information of unrest. If there is a student unrest anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
what is the next? Students should leave the school,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Dropout rate should be high.
Mm-hmm.
Students should leave the school, right? Today, in 2010, our dropout rate is less than 1%. Nobody left the school. Where is the unrest? If students left the school because of unrest, hundreds of students, I want to see. In internet forums or online, or disgruntled students come in. It's normal. It's natural.
Yeah.
Back in those days, I will tell you in our language. They say that "log ka kaam hai कहना"
Mhm.
means people have to say something. They say,
Right.
they say. There has never been an unrest. No students have left except the disgruntled who repeatedly failed. Students who had undue relationship with the staff member, faculty, they were expelled for a reason. Windsor has a policy. They go through the educational committee. They have every right to come and defend themselves in front of the education. Those type of students make those comments. But there was never an unrest. No student has gone out of the program. And to answer your second part of the question, is Windsor opening another medical school in Turks and Caicos Islands? That school has always been there.
Mm-hmm.
Windsor University was first established by Turks and Caicos Islands. Windsor moved from Turks and Caicos Islands here, but the school was always there. The Prime Minister of that country, Turks and Caicos Islands, has sent their education minister to Windsor University,
Mm-hmm.
to St. Kitts, and got the information that the school has done really well. School has put up an exceptional program, has gotten good economic incentives to St. Kitts. The Prime Minister has called us and said, "Can you do
Mm-hmm.
that program here? You were supposed to be in Turks and Caicos, you left. Can you come back?" We said, "We're not going to come back, but we will do another program." That license was always there.
Mm-hmm.
So at the request of the people of Turks and Caicos Islands, at the request of the Ministry of Education, at the request of the Prime Minister and the government of that country, and we being there for the last 12 years,
Mm-hmm.
we reopened our doors. That's all.
Okay.
And also dealing with the affairs of Windsor University. Windsor University and Western has nothing to do with it. Both of them are different corporations, different directors, and that's a different program. It's a system-based program. Both are different programs. and to deal with Windsor University has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Now, does Windsor's policy dictates their students be living in Illinois in the hotels owned by you in Illinois and Michigan?
That is absolutely false. Windsor University has a program for United States Medical Licensing Exam Review. So we contracted with Royal USMLE, okay? Royal Medical Technical Consultants. I am the board of directors. Now the Royal Medical Consultants own hotels, the one in Carbondale and the one in Michigan. The Royal Medical Consultants and its board of directors, which I am also one of them, were instrumental in setting up a program called Living and Learning. You live with us, you learn with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you do USMLE reviews and conferences while you are there at the hotel. So based on that program, we have done it. Student had done it, and student always had an option. They don't have to go.
Mm-hmm.
They always can stay in St. Kitts and do the same USMLE review program. We never wanted them to go. They can do that. Students who are interested in going to these Royal USMLE review programs, they can go. We have never forced anybody, nor we have asked them to, we forced them to go and do their program in either Michigan or Carbondale. That's not true. But if the students come to Royal USMLE training or Royal USMLE conferences,
Mm-hmm.
they have to stay in the hotel. That is the policy we have, because we have a program called Living and Learning. Means you live there, you attend conferences. A lot of students, when they live outside, initially this policy wasn't there. A lot of students, when they live outside, they don't show up to the conferences. If the conference starts at 9 o'clock, if the speakers are there, the students would show up at 11:30, 12 o'clock. So we said, if you're not serious enough to attend the conference, don't come.
Okay.
At least you be under the monitoring of the dean of your school there, do the conference there, or when you come here, you stick to the policy of Royal USMLE Center. That is the only thing. But we never. It's a headache to do this program, Living and Learning concept. It's a big headache.
I can see that.
However, we require that because we need to make sure that the students do well in USMLEs and pass.
Mm-hmm.
In these USMLE program conferences, what we do in these hotels, we wake them up 8 o'clock in the morning. We do in the conferences, they ask quizzes. They speakers come and talk about the review programs. They give them the test taking skills to make sure that to pass the US boards.
Okay. Let me switch gears now and ask you a few personal questions. Which medical school did you graduate from?
I graduated from University of Health Sciences in the city of Vijayawada in South India.
Okay. Where did you do your residency?
I did my residency from Harvard University Hospital, Washington, D.C. I am a Harvard product. I am proud to be a Harvard product. And that institution, it's an Afro-Black institution. It's a prestigious institution, Black institution. I am proud to be the family of Harvard. Harvard gave me an opportunity to do residency, and I'm always thankful for that. So I did my residency from the Department of Family Practice in Harvard University Hospital, Washington, D.C.
So I'm assuming that you did take your USMLE exams before you get accepted at Harvard.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody can go into residency programs in United States, as a matter of fact in Canada also, without taking your USMLE step 1, step 2.
Mm-hmm. What motivated you to go to medical school in the first place?
You know, I was always interested in biology, and also my dad is a professor of physiology, and I did well in my undergrad. I got a gold medal in microbiology, and I did really well. I got accepted into University of Health Sciences. About 100,000 people take the test. I scored 108th rank, and I got into the program. I did really well. And then my dad, being a professor of physiology, has always been my teacher, has always been my guide. And I always liked to take care of the patients. I always liked this field. Today, if you want me to quit this administration and go back into the medicine, I will jump it and take it.
Okay. Having attended a British medical school system and completed residency in American system, what is your impression about the current medical